Hey everybody, how you doing? It's your girl Allie. So I wasn't gonna respond to that dude's so-called apology. Okay, he doesn't even deserve to have me say his name at all. Doesn't deserve that. But what prompted me to respond to say anything was most people who have watched that so-called apology. Okay, the second thought, the second word that comes out of their mouth is, "What happened to the publicist? Did the publicist tell him to do that? Did his team tell him to do that?" Look, let me tell you something. I've been a publicist since 2007. I've worked with a plethora of different types of clients, from for-profit entities to non-profit entities. I provided public relations support to promote events. Okay? And I can tell you this. You can advise your client all you want to. You can break it down as to what the circumstances will be if they make a poor choice, if they don't go and take your advice. You can do all of that. But at the end of the day, your clients are adults who are going to do what they're going to do. So everybody who's watching this, just do me a favor. Stop blaming the publicist when you see celebrities, when you see notable people make poor decisions. Because 9 out of 10 times, based on my professional experience, they've ran it by their team. They've ran it by their publicist. And most likely, if it's a poor decision, their team has told them not to do it at all. But they go rogue and take it upon themselves and do things and make more of a mess for their team to fix. And so it infuriates me. Again, whenever something happens, the publicist, the team, they are the first person to blame. Please remember, I'm going to repeat this. You can advise somebody all you want to, but at the end of the day, clients are adults who are going to do what they're going to do. And quite frankly, if I could put money on it, that whack-ass bootleg counterfeit apology, he did not run that by his team. He definitely didn't run it by his lawyer. I feel he went rogue. He did whatever he wanted to do. And here's the thing. When I watched that, I watched it twice. First time I watched it, I was completely disgusted. Craziness. Hated what I saw. I watched it again. And I feel he was coached by someone, but not a professional. And here's why. He sprinkled 2 key words in his apology that I felt he did that in order to add legitimacy and sincerity to his apology. And those 2 words are rehab and counseling, therapy, okay? And the way he ever so delicately, quote unquote, added those words in, he knew that upon hearing those words, people would sympathize with what he was going through. People would empathize with his dilemma. Rookie move, amateur move. So I don't think he talked to a professional at all. I don't think he consulted with his team. I think he just got up after the heat of the video coming out on Friday, and he responded accordingly. And he responded very poorly. Now, if my firm was working with him, if my firm had been retained to provide public relations support, crisis communication support, here's what we would do, okay? Mum's the word. Say nothing to no one about anything, period, okay? What you do is, if he wants to go to therapy, if he wants to go to rehab, have him go to a notable therapist where he is. Then call TMZ and have TMZ coincidentally be there to witness him going to therapy. He should start working with nonprofit organizations that deal with and advocate for domestic violence victims, okay? And have the press there when he's doing these things. That's an indirect way of letting people know that you've turned over a new leaf, if that's what he wants to do. Rehab. Check himself into rehab. But again, coincidentally, have the press and media there to capture that. You don't have to say anything. This is a situation where words are not going to fix. They're not going to sway anyone's opinion of him. He has to take action. And then upon doing all of that and continuously having the press and media there when he's going to rehab, when he's talking to nonprofit organizations, when he's partnering with them, then When all the legal stuff has been swept, has been taken care of, then he sits down with the Gayle King or a Robin Roberts, and he does an exclusive interview, and he explains, because the main question that everybody's asking is, why did you lie? You vehemently denied that the allegations that were out there. You denied it, your attorney denied it, everything. Now you're backtracking and apologizing. So people want to know, the main question that I would prepare my client to answer is, why did he lie? And so that's how my firm would handle working with that particular individual if we were retained to do so. So again, I leave everybody with this. Stop blaming the publicist. Stop blaming the team for things that celebrities do. Because I'll bet you 9 out of 10 times, either they didn't consult with their team or they consulted with them. The team told them things they didn't want to hear and they proceeded accordingly. And then we have to take the backlash. We have to get criticized. Our work and the integrity of our work is put on the line because of something a client did. It's not fair. And so I just wish everybody would do that. And I appreciate it. See you guys soon. Bye.
So, ladies and gentlemen, those are her thoughts. What are yours? Being a publicist is one of the most difficult job descriptions anywhere in the world, because like she said, a client can always decide to go ahead and do the worst. We do not support in any way or form what he did to the lady. I also don't want to mention his name, and I do believe that the more we mention his name, the more we give credence to that type of behavior. But at the end of the day, he's going to hire a lawyer. It's his right. He's going to hire a publicist. It's his right. And he's still going to have some people who would defend him, and some loyal fans that still believe that he is the greatest of all time, the GOAT. But at the end of the day, I want to ask you this question. What are your thoughts? Drop them in the comment section below. I'm Daddy Freeze, and it's been wonderful to hear from the experts, a lady who has been a publicist since the 2000s, the early 2000s. That's about 15 years. They know what they're doing. But hey, at the end of the day, I'm just your regular commenter on social media. I love you guys loads, and I'm going to also address this in a live video, so do make sure you stay tuned to my channel. Once again, if you're a guy, stay away from DV. If you're provoked, get out of the house, run. And women too, don't allow anyone push you to the point where DV comes into the picture. Once again, I'm Daddy Freeze. God bless you.